Hello and a very warm welcome back to all our viewers out there. This is Africa Goes Live. My name is Michaela Soule. I run a representation company called Michaela Soule Marketing. And I'm based in Munich, but I lived 25 years in Africa, and fabulous 25 years, I have to say. I have a wonderful client in Uganda. The owner, Nelson Mugisha, is joining me today. Nelson, how are you from Uganda?
I'm good, Mihaira. How are you?
I'm good. It's wonderful having you back.
It's been quite a long time since we had this conversation.
I agree.
How is Munich?
Munich is well, but the weather is dreadful. You see me sitting here with a scarf and jackets. It's been very cold. It's been very rainy, and I believe your weather has been really great all the time.
Come to Uganda where it is shining and warm.
Know. We all should come to you, and we will. Nelson, quickly, we are talking about Lake Chahafi Resort in Uganda, and I need you to tell our viewers quickly and brief where we can find you, actually. I put up a map here. You can see that. So maybe tell us exactly where we are.
Lake Chahafi Resort is found on Lake Chahafi, found in Kisoro, the southwestern corner of Uganda at a border with Rwanda.
Here's Rwanda, yes.
Getting to us is through Entebbe International Airport. We're able to book through a domestic airline Aerolink for a quick transfer from Entebbe to Kisoro that takes 1 hour 15 minutes. And from the Kisoro airstrip to Lake Chahafi Resort is just 40 minutes transfer. This aircraft leaves Entebbe in the morning at 7. You're sure to be at the airport, Kisoro airport, at 8. And actually, you can actually have your full English breakfast at the resort.
Perfect. I like these little aircrafts, and I must say I like also the links that you actually can easily go much closer to your product, actually, and be collected from your team basically at the little airstrip. This is Lake Chahafi Resort. I love that you have this lake around you. I must say this gives lots of opportunity to either relax or to do other activities. We come to that a little bit later. I'd like you to explain to us a little bit about your property, how big it is, and what is actually happening there.
Yeah, the property is sitting on 3.5 acres of space.
Nice, big space.
Yeah. And of course, on the shores of the lake, lake is one of the smallest and prettiest lakes in the area, but with great bird life and great undulating landscapes and views of the great outstanding Mount Mahavura. And actually, in any of these cottages where you're seated at the terrace or at your veranda or in your room, you're able to see the mountain. Yeah. You're able to see this great mountain that is towering above you, and at the same time also enjoying the lake views. Our existing cottages are 8 in total. 5 are standard double with an extra bed, and 2 cabins are standard twin, and then 1 triple cabin that accommodates 3 double beds and spacious enough for family, for people who really want to have their great time together. And yeah, it's a nice experience. It's very nice and serene and peaceful.
And of course, and I have to interrupt you here because you have been very, very busy for the last couple of weeks. I'm showing something now that is actually giving just a little overview over the last couple of weeks what has happened on your property. With going through a pandemic, you used it beautiful, I must say, because you are upgrading, you're developing, you're creating fabulous new spaces for your guests that will be coming hopefully by the end of the year again, when everything is a little bit more easy to travel. But I need you to explain to our viewers today, what is your vision? What are you creating? Because as you just said, you have 8 cabins that you are upgrading, but I can see completely different buildings here that you have been created over the last couple of months, actually, or weeks, let me put it that way. Tell us a little bit about what we are seeing here, Nelson, and what your
Yeah,
vision is.
the resort has been a beehive of activities. In the
Mm.
last 8 weeks, we managed to put up all those black roofs you're seeing, the aerial view of the luxury cottages that are basically a great improvement of the existing cottages with much space, bathroom space, veranda space, fireplaces, because the cottages are going to have an intimate fireplace that is in the veranda and in the studio room, and we
Wow.
can light, we can we can put the fireplace in the studio room if it's been chilly, but if it's been warm, you can actually enjoy it from your veranda. We can set up your dining in the veranda. We are very flexible. You can as well choose to have your meals in the fine dining in the main dining room.
Here's the dining room. I can see that also with solar, actually. I love that, seeing that, I must say.
Yeah. Solar is to complement the hydroelectric power so that actually the property is does not any kind of circumstances. You know, Africa sometimes there are
Mm,
blackouts.
sure.
So solar
Ensures.
solar is available for to make sure that clients are comfortable, have light, it's not get power disruptions that affect our service. So
Lovely.
the comfortability and reliability combination of solar and hydro. So back to the luxury cottages, we have a
How
family
many
cottage.
how many are you building, or how many have you built? Because I believe you built the houses already, so they're all standing. These are just photos basically from the last couple of weeks.
Our vi-
So,
yeah, our vision of the resort is to fulfill the aspirations of the a comfortable number of people in a boutique facility like ours, but make sure that none inconveniences the other. So the design came from the architecture itself. The cabin you're seeing is like two in one, but each one has different access gates. So it is a structure you see as if it is one outstanding, but has two compartments, and
mhm,
they are well designed not to inconvenience your neighbor.
mhm,
So, and in front of the cottages as well, there is a garden, a private garden for the people who are appointed the luxury cottages. And so the other existing cottages have their own garden. The
mhm,
only meeting area is going to be in the reception.
mhm,
It is going to be in the dining and on the
mhm,
lake shore.
mhm.
Yeah. And
Uh, but are these the cabins now that you're actually also improving? Because I mean, we have 8 cabins, and you actually also decided to make them really, really fabulous as well, even better than they were beforehand. Is that correct?
yeah. You can see now we've replaced all the 3 existing cottages out of the 8 with our local volcanic fence that
Mm-hmm.
does the finishing, and this retains warmth during the
Mm-hmm.
day and emits it in the evening, making
Mm-hmm.
the room very cozy
Mm-hmm.
and no noise in between. And actually, these cottages are very luxurious as well.
Mm-hmm. I
So they,
can see, and also I love that paving the front, and it's actually also it's a space for them to sit outside again. It's a terrace basically that is going to come up here, and for people to just have even more space. Actually, I like that a lot, I
yeah,
must say.
yeah, you can read your book. If you like yoga, you can as well do your yoga exercises in the veranda.
Mm.
It is very exciting, very interesting, and very private. Each room is appointed with a walkway, but a walkway and a veranda and a French door,
Mhm.
and it's going to have also some canvas, some canvas to balance the nature, so that we do
Mhm.
not completely move away from our initial design of canvas,
Mhm.
but make it more comfortable, make it more warm.
Lovely.
And because the weather here is sometimes it gets moist,
Mhm.
so the introduction of a wall that is clad with a volcanic fence and a combination of canvas is to make sure that the lodge is ecologically built with local resources, but at the same time giving maximum comfort to our
Mhm.
clients.
To the guests.
Yeah.
Mhm. Very nice. I
Yeah.
must say, you've come a long way in the last couple of weeks because I've seen the start of this, and I mean, everything is standing now already. The buildings are set. This is the new reception area. Of course, this picture is also already a couple of days old again, so a lot of things have changed again around it. But I love seeing these kind of building sites at the moment that you have improved so much. I mean,
You
really
know,
fabulous.
yeah. You know, Mihaila, is the great work, the great finishing that you see on the reception and the cabins of the volcanic fence
Mm,
actually come from those heap of rocks. Okay,
mm.
right now they don't really look nice, but
Yeah.
it's the dexterity, the energy, the effort, the commitment, the dedication
Mm,
that we put in to shape the rocks into a
mm.
fine something that makes all these structures look amazing.
So you
Yeah.
basically shape these rocks on property. You come in with that kind of rock, and then the builders shape it on site. To
Yes,
wow,
yes.
wow, fabulous, and a lot of work. But I must say, it looks really. I mean, if I look at the back here of this reception, I mean, fabulously done, really beautiful. I can't wait to see the end result of it. And but I also believe that you will sort of make sure in the interim phase, because the luxury wing is at a separate space basically on the property, you can separate it as well a little bit. How do you want to sort of continue in the next couple of months until end of the year?
Yeah, a great Mihaila. So far, a milestone has been achieved. The massive construction that is so disturbing to clients
Yes,
of carrying building materials, banging, is all done
it's
on the new
done.
wing. Yeah,
Exactly.
and the existing three cottages that we have upgraded or improved are also done. The
Hmm.
dining is done. The
Hmm.
reception is done. So we are comfortable to actually welcome clients at the moment in the main wing, as we
Perfect.
also complete the luxury wing. But the luxury wing now won't be at a level where it has to disturb clients who are coming in. And I mean, we are very cautious and we know what it means. So we had to temporarily even hold on the bookings, and even when we so much needed them to start this recovery of travel, it wasn't possible for us in the last couple of weeks. So we had to
Yes,
concentrate on the great improvement of the lodge, on the massive investment in the new wing. But now we are good to go. We are good to
perfect.
go. And
Perfect.
we believe our guests won't feel cheated or inconvenienced at this point in time.
I think it's quite important in this message that people understand that the main buildings have been done. All the hard and noisy work is done. So this is now fine work in the inside the house probably, and it's also on the other side. It's basically not directly next door, so people are not getting inconvenienced. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. And we created another access route that
Hmm.
gives convenience to the builders in the new wing,
Okay.
and is literally going to be standalone works that do not come into inconvenience the main area where clients have to relax and feel comfortable.
And also, look, I mean, looking at this picture, what we're showing here now, I mean, there is loads and loads of things to do for the clients. I mean, they don't normally are at the lodge during the day because they're out and about and experience all these fabulous activities that you and your surrounded area is actually offering. So we, of course, we talk about the gorillas. And the experiencing of the gorillas in the different national parks that you have around you. You have two parks around you that are accessible from your side, from Lake Chahafi Resort, and that is to the two national parks are.
Mugahinga Gorilla National Park for mountain gorillas and golden monkeys,
Mhm.
and Bwindi Impenetrable National Park for mountain gorillas, which has slightly a big number of families. So mostly tracking in gorillas is done in Bwindi because there is more permit availability as opposed to the only 8 permits in Mugahinga.
Mm-hmm.
But Mugahinga is as well having another advantage of golden monkeys. So even when you do not track gorillas in Mugahinga, you make sure you do not miss the rare golden monkeys in Mugahinga.
I agree. And on property itself, I mean, you have this fabulous lake in front of you. And of course, with that lake, as you mentioned it before, and already you can do beautiful other things as well. Of course, they can use the lake as a bathing place. They can go and have a swim. But of course, there's beautiful bird life around you as well. It's a lovely scenic place. And you have also trekking possibilities at the surrounding mountains, basically. What else can you do?
I would put it practically in this sense that, for example, on your arrival, if you came by air, by 9, 10 a.m., you're done with your breakfast and you have a full leisure day
Mm-hmm.
that you can actually use to explore the lake and the activities around. You have beautiful people, farmlands, the lake, the scenery, and it's not so engaging. You just program either a 3 activity
Mm-hmm.
mid-morning, or it can even be a 3 activity in the evening that actually is combined with the entertainment of the most exciting and beautiful people, ready to make sure that you're comfortable either before your dining or either before your dinner or after your dinner.
Mm-hmm.
They are very flexible to give you an interesting experience, a cultural experience that you combine with your highlight of activities, especially the mountain gorillas or the hiking, but also carry the memories of people. Yes, you have seen animals, you have hiked, but also the experience of interacting with
I
local
agree.
people appreciating your visiting, your importance to their livelihood is very, very important. And that's how community tourism thrive in our communities, because as a property, we partner with the community
Mm-hmm.
to ensure that everyone benefits from global travel.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And yeah.
so we would not encourage clients to just come through and one night and then they see gorillas and the next day they're on a plane leaving without having this experience of the community. Visit a local school, walk through farmland, have your entertainment in the
Mm.
evening, that where people take you through their way of life, on how they are conserving the environment, making sure their lake um, is conserved. And very soon, in a period, in the midterm of 3 to 5 years, we shall be having sport fishing activities on the lake.
Mm-hmm. Also something
And
new. Lovely. Mm-hmm.
something new, but right now is premature, but at least the lake is easily stocked. And yeah, we are watching and conserving to ensure that we have this great exciting activity of sports fishing on the lake. And one of the most popular species of the lake called miracap that has existed before and has been reintroduced,
Mm-hmm.
and this time around for sporting and not not
And
for killing.
not for eating.
Yeah, yeah,
Nelson,
yeah.
lots of new stuff happening there, I must say. I mean, it's whenever we speak, you have news for me, which is really always wonderful to see that also you develop so much. It's beautiful to see how you grow and how you actually interact with your community to do all these things together. And I think this is really wonderful. And I'm very happy that you spoke about the interaction with your local community, because I know you that you're very close with them, and that you are from that area. So I think this is wonderful, and every tourist should experience the local interaction, because it's very important to learn about different cultures, and to see how
Yeah,
somebody else is
if
living. Mhm.
if you've been on a long haul safari in Uganda, probably Falls, Queen Elizabeth National Park, and most of the accommodation are in the park, because these parks are huge. They over
Yes.
1,000 square kilometers. But Kisoro, that is home to the two national parks, a combination
Mm.
of the community and the national parks, are not even 1,000 square kilometers. So by all means, if you're coming to visit this great area, you have to interact with the people. You have to stay with them in communities, because we do not have the luxury of expansive land where lodges are existing alone. And that's why mostly lodges are on the lakes, and you even have to leave early in the morning and drive to the parks, because the nature of roads at the moment are not good. Even when the lodges are close to the parks, whereby ideally would be taking half an hour to drive, it takes you probably 1.5 because of the nature. But we are glad that the government is also taking it up to upgrade the road so that tourists seamlessly transfers from these lodges through communities to the national parks. I mean, these are forest parks. They do not even allow anybody to build a lodge in the park, so it has to be on the outside or on the lake. And we've got a great distribution of these natural resources in the area that you're able to explore and see a combination of so many things.
I was about to say it's about the combination. It really is about the combination that makes it really even more special, I would say.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Nelson, I look very much forward to receive an update soon from you. I please keep us posted on what's happening and how everything is developing even further. I think we need to keep our listeners up to date. I think that we should do this maybe in 2, 3, or 4 weeks to give another update on how we are doing. And in the meantime, I really want to thank you for your time. If there's anything else you would like to add, please do that now, because I'm all very curious about how you actually transforming your area into this absolute fabulous space.
Yeah, great. And things are changing every day, because we are doing the upgrades. We actually even post on our pages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so that even when guests are far away from us, but they're able to see and know what is happening. We are not in oblivion. We are developing so fast to make sure that at the time you really travel, you find the property is ready to host you. We've got the experience. We are even going to cover the food. I would actually love that the next time we cover the food, the
Good
community
idea.
entertainment.
Good idea. We do
and,
that.
And we ensure that even clients are far away from us because of so many things happening, like travel restrictions, preparedness. We are cooking something good to make sure that at the time they come, they find everything set for them.
And by the time they come visit you, they have the feeling they know you for years, because we've been talking so much.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Nelson, I think this is really great news. I very much enjoyed this update with you, because it shows a lot of great vision from your side towards the industry. It shows your positiveness towards the industry, and I love that absolutely about it, I must say. And I can't wait to see the next couple of slides from you. So please, we will keep our viewers updated, and we will have another little highlight prepared for them with our next session, when it says Africa Goes Live, with Michaela Soule Marketing and Lake Chahafi Resort, Nelson Mugisha. Thank you so much for your time today, and we talk very soon again, I promise.
Thank you, Michaela. It was good to catch up with you, and also to keep our viewers abreast with what is happening at the property.
I agree. Thank you.
We have them in mind, and we can't wait to host them.
And I'm sure they can't wait to come to you either. Thank you very, very much, Nelson. And we talk very soon again. Thank you very much. You take care, and you stay healthy, and your team as well, please.
Okay, thank you. Take care too.
Bye-bye, Nelson. You too.
Bye.